work really well.
That's all right.
Yeah. The first thing I have to return to is the reflector.
Yeah.
So, thank you for this reflector. I think it worked really well, especially because it's gold, so it reflected really warm lighting onto our interviewee. And I feel like because it reflected this lighting, it really helped with the cinematic look of our production. Very subtly, but that did help. And I feel like because it's gold, the gold reflecting warm light helped with the connotations and prestige of the industry, both in the traditional image of theatre and in the modern day image of theatre. So also it helped to create even lighting on our interviewees. So thank you very much for that.
All right. Here's your PowerPoint.
Oh, thank you.
It's great.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I used it on my documentary when I was having an interview with the interviewees.
Yeah.
I just put it on their columns.
Yeah.
And then you can record the sound directly from the interviewee. So, after the interview, I can just go back.
It's really good for clear sound, isn't
it?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Oh, I'm glad it worked.
Yeah.
Thank you. The next thing I have for you is your tripod. The tripod was really good in the fact that we could put the camera on the tripod and it would be stationary and stable. So that worked really well for our interviewees, seeing as our main camera we had in one position the whole way through. And also in the time lapses, because obviously we were keeping the camera recording for a very long time. And this is especially because when we went to film in London, we were on a busy roadside for one of the time lapses, which was seen in the opening montage. And so we were quite a crowded place. So it worked really well to have the tripod to be, if anything, just so that we were seen by the public. So they kept out of the way of the camera, but also just to keep it stable and steady. I also found the tripod really good due to the fact that you can adjust the height of it. This was really good as in you could adjust it to the height of each interviewee, which I found really helpful.
Good.
Thank you for that.
It's alright. So here's your H4n.
Thank you.
It's really good to use because, when we attach to the whole mic into H4n, I can adjust the recording volume, so it won't be too loud when we go back to...
It's good you can test it to make sure it's perfect as well.
Yeah.
So thank you. Glad that worked well. And now I have the Canon 70D camera for you, which worked really, really well. Thank you very much for this. It worked really well as it gave us depth of field to make our production more cinematic. So there you are. And we used that as our main camera, so that was really helpful. And we used a Nikon 5200 for the cutaways, and that was really good to create that out of focus, pulling into focus shots, and the focus balls for the cutaways to make our production more interesting. Although, however, your Nikon 5200 camera did not work as well in the cutaway of John's interview, and this is because in the setting of Soho Theatre, it was very dimly lit. There was very low-key lighting, and because of this lighting, we felt that the cutaways, even after we adjusted the settings on the Nikon, weren't light enough, and it didn't work quite well. So afterwards, when John was just talking in this natural environment, we had to use the Canon 70D for the cutaways. But despite that, we did manage to resolve the problem that worked really well. So
I'm sorry about that.
It's alright, that one worked really well.
Cool.
So what do you think of presentation methods? They're good, aren't they?
Yeah, they're great, yeah.
Yeah, so we use Prezi, Powtoon, SlideShare, PowerPoint, Word, Publisher, Amaze. Yeah, so they were all really good.
The blog as well.
Yeah, the blog, yeah. I really thought that Prezi was good because it meant that with the bubbles we could separate information and create a logical journey so that people viewing the blog can then look at one day going on to the next, and it's just, as I said, very logical. And as well as it being very aesthetically pleasing and having different designs, it's quite interesting. Yeah, I liked Amaze as well, and SlideShare and PowerPoint, as the different sides once again helps to separate information, and you can present things in really interesting ways, I found.
Yeah.
And with PearlTune, that was good because you can make a video, so I think it made very attentive, our information very attentive to the audience, because as the information is moving, as the words come and go, I think the audience are instantly more engaged. Also, we did stop motions. How do you find that?
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I thought stop motion was really good because not only did it engage the audience through pictures, but it engaged them through the sound of us talking. So I thought that meant that the audience were more engaged because they had two things to kind of concentrate on, the look and listening. Yeah, so I thought overall these presentational methods helped us really well in conveying what we felt to the audience, and that it's far better than just stating clearly. Also, with the posters that we created, I felt the highlighted words and the images and the bright colours really made the information stand out, and by using titles on these posters you can make it evident which parts work, so I found that really helpful as well.
Great.
Yeah.
You know our poster?
Yeah.
We've used Photoshop.
Oh, how was that?
Yeah, because in Photoshop you can adjust the lighting and the colour of the focal image.
Yeah.
The girl.
Of the girl, yeah.
That's the one. So yeah, it gives out more cinematic looks on the poster, therefore we can attract more sophisticated audience.
Yeah.
When we do any marketing.
Yeah. The lights, I think we used Patterson lights. So they worked really well, they were really bright, and we used them for each interviewee. And although at first we had concerns about them being too harsh, we realised that in some of the really dimly lit Soho, so such as Soho Theatre locations, it was better to use them without soft boxes. I say we used them for interviews, we didn't use them for Genesis as she was outside, but apart from Genesis we did use them for the other interviewees. And I feel like the lights were particularly aided by the reflector with creating a warm glow on the interviewee, and that the lights worked really well. Another reason in which the lights worked really well was in the poster, when we could use it for the spotlight, and the tripods were really good in this instance because I felt that the light stands worked really well in the poster because it meant we could adjust the height so the spotlight was in the right place in the poster, which was probably the most important key element in making our poster work. So I felt that was really, really helpful.
Yeah, it makes the girl the silhouette.
Yeah, so it was all about the place that we put it, so it's very hard to
more cinematic as well.
Yeah, it makes it more cinematic to appeal to our sophisticated audience. So yeah, it worked really well. I thought GarageBand worked really well because it's more specialised than Final Cut as it's just for audio. So on Final Cut, obviously, you can do film, edit sound, edit anything.
Colours.
By colour grading, anything. But I liked how with GarageBand, because it's just for audio, it was more specialised, so we could be more precise with the editing of our radio advert and the different clips along with the voiceover. So yeah, I was really happy with that. And thank you also for the recording studio.
That's alright.
Because I thought using that really, really helped us to get clear and good quality sound, which wasn't interrupted or didn't have any background noise. So I think that would really improve the quality of our radio advert.
That mic, it's good, great sound qualities. Just receive the voice clearly. Yeah. So you can put it on radio advert. And
the mic was really good.
Qualities.
Yeah. So Tom, how did you find Final Cut?
I think Final Cut is really good because you can import all the clips, the film, the footage into the Final Cut, and then you just drag it down, and then you just edit it to find the length you want, and then you can put the sound from H4n, and then put it in and just make it match it with the footage. Yeah. So it's great. Yeah, I think it did work really well, especially with music. I found that fading in and out, so it was exact, worked really well on Final Cut. And the text as well. Backstage. We managed to get the same font. As the poster. As the poster, and it all being able to go on Final Cut, ready for our final production worked really well, I think. I think also just little things like colour grading worked really well on Final Cut to enable us to make sure our production was as cinematic as possible, as that was our aim. So I felt like Final Cut worked really well for us. Yeah. Thank you. See you soon. See ya. Bye.